Yeah, what up, buddy?
What's up? Welcome back to Shoot the Ship podcast.
No, we're not starting like that. We're gonna start like, yo, welcome back to Shoot the Ship.
Shout out Kelvin.
Free rent and everything else.
I wish we could talk about stuff like this.
Hello. Hello.
Guys are beautiful. Guys are so beautiful. Am I right or wrong?
Justice Igueze.
Justice Iguana today.
Shout out Kelvin.
And now I play for who might not tell the difference if I mess up or not.
Not a thing wrong with what you just said, and God bless you for claiming that right.
And then Calvin got shot.
Kelvin just
Welcome back to Shoot the Ship with your captains, Dilshan and Mo. Shout out to Calvin.
Shout out Kelvin.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Shoot the Ship podcast. I'm your co-host, Dilshan.
You're the co-host, Big Mo. Yo,
I was struggling what to say. I was like, should I say I'm your host? I'm your co-host? I don't want to take all the thunder.
well, not like what I did last week. It was like, yo, it's your captain. I was like, wait.
Oh, yeah. I should have said that. Damn. Oh, well.
Oh, man.
Yeah. How you been, though?
I've been chilling, bro. I've been chilling. You know, just as good as you can be being trapped at home.
Yeah. It's so weird asking that question because, like, before we start recording, we're, like, chatting for a bit. So it's like, oh, yeah, how's it going? I'm pretending like I didn't talk to you yet.
Yeah, I know. It is weird because like because you have a whole like conversation, and then all of a sudden you just pop in and be like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?"
It's like out of order.
Yeah, but actually, speaking with that though, how have you been being at home these days? You been keeping up?
It's been busy for me, like same as what I was saying last time, like between the like student government stuff and like keeping up with our coursework and like Zoom meetings and group chats and things. It gets a little tiring.
Yeah.
And I'm in my room a lot, so I don't know, I feel bad. So I want to chill with my family sometimes, like when they're all upstairs, like hanging out and doing whatever. But I have to study or I have to do this and that.
Man, that's a lot of initiatives that you're doing. And you know what?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I did play myself.
No, you're working hard, man. I'm not even doing anything. I'm literally no initiatives, except for one that I'm actually interested in. I don't know if I can talk about it, but it's like,
yeah, it's like a secret thing.
I don't know. I just want to say it.
Like an off-air thing.
I don't even think I can say it off air. But
really?
No. Yeah, I gotta be secretive sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little bit of a closed book, you know. You can't have everyone know about everything. But
damn, true.
Yeah. You know. Sometimes you don't know.
Why the fuck you lying? Why the?
But what was I gonna say?
You're bumping that earlier.
Yo, I wish you could see me dancing right now. I know you can, but
I can see it.
But
Mo is a dancer.
Yo, I dance so hard I pop everything. I pop, lock, and drop it literally.
And pop, lock, and drop your ACL.
It was my ACL. But what's
Dude, I remember
man?
like.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. No, go on. I remember doing a week.
I was gonna bring this way off topic. No, you say what you gotta say.
No, I was thinking about a week when we were learning the dance. Like, remember they're teaching us to dance to the Old Town Road?
Yeah, I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the.
I don't know the song. I just remember you were trying to dance, and I think you like aggravated your ACL injury or something.
So like, it literally happened already. Like before that moment by like 5 minutes, I was playing basketball with the guys. I literally just turned my leg and it popped. It buckled. And it was just my stupid self decided to go and try to do the dance with everybody. So it was already bad. Like, it was already messed up right on the spot. And then, hey, Your internet connection is unstable. Thanks.
Mine is also unstable. Is it both of us, or is it just a generic message that comes up?
I think it's because my internet sucks, and I think I'm the host of this conversation.
We're in good hands, everybody.
Oh man, but yeah. No, you know what? Actually, with that said, before that moment, I always had trouble with that question. If you can go back in time and change any one thing, what would you change? Now, that is the answer, always. If I could go back in time and change any one thing, oh my god, I'd go back 1 year from today and a bit to the day that I went to go out and play basketball right before my interview. And that's when I first buckled my knee. Man, that was bro, if I could just go back and tell myself, don't play ball that day. Because that day was from the gym. There was a lot of guys came down from Toronto. I was so excited. To play with them, right? And I just went in. I went fire. I played well, and then I jumped, not stretched. My legs weren't ready. Nothing was ready. I haven't played ball that much, to be honest, at that time, because it was the middle of winter, and I was getting ready for all the interviews and all that. And that's when I landed on, I jumped way too hard onto my knee, and I was much heavier than I normally was, so my knee just buckled. And that one buckle once, that's it. Ever since then, I've been weak. So if I could change anything, it'd be that moment where I would not do that day. Then everything, I think, would change afterwards. Wouldn't be afraid to do.
The thing you're probably neglecting to mention to the listeners here is that it probably wasn't from jumping. I bet you got crossed out so bad that you just buckled your knee.
Yeah, I swear to God, I would tell you if I got crossed out. I'll tell you right now. No. When it came to ball, my one prized thing that I was good at was my footwork and my defense and my rebounding. I was a terrible shooter. I was Big Diesel at 6 foot. I can't shoot for the life of me.
Well, you should be down the post anyways, right?
Yeah, I was a big baby Davis,
Yeah.
I got that big booty. That the paint was Motown. They called it.
Really?
And I was Chocolate Thunder.
Dude, how many nicknames do you have, dude?
Bro, the big man from Sudan,
Chocolate
Big Mo,
Thunder,
Scoops.
Scoops?
Yeah, Scoops. And Calamona.
I've never heard most of these. I should know anyone who calls you any of those things. I think it's just you calling yourself.
Bro, no, these only came out from sports. And then as soon as I left sports, I came back and I said, yo, it's not like anybody's gonna come out of nowhere and be like, yo, Scoops.
I've never heard anyone call you Big Mo even.
Big Mo?
I don't know anyone who calls you that.
The name Big Mo came from middle school. There was two Mo's. There's two Mo's in our school. There's Little Mo and Big Mo. So there was Little Mo and Big Mo. Little Mo got called all kinds of other names. He was at the time he seemed a little slower, but and slow mo and all that stuff too. But I was called Big Mo. I remember, I won an award for wrestling, and this teacher that I had the biggest crush on, man, I she was the reason grade 8 went by in a year for me. It was
you shout her out? Shout out Kelvin.
Yeah, shout out Aki. I will not say her name right now.
She's not listening to this.
Man, she's the reason I joined the volleyball team and everything. But anyways, I got called up for an award, and then she's like, she's saying the award. She's like, and this award goes to Bit, because she's used to call him Big Mo, but in front of everybody, in front of the school, she's like, Bit, medium-sized Mo.
Oh, she said medium-sized?
Yo, that shit offended me so bad, man. Yo, I was crushed over.
No.
She deadass said medium-sized Mo.
Yo, medium-sized Mo, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god, yo, don't. I have to go up there. Bro, the worst part is she just say my name and just call it a day. I have to go up in front of everybody and accept the award.
And then everyone's like, yeah, he's not medium sized.
No, that he's thick, bro. He's thick.
I thought she was about to say your real name. Like, if she was saying medium, why didn't she just say Big Mo? Like, what did that do?
I don't know, bro. I think she was trying to be nice or something, but
Damn.
everyone look in the audience.
Boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy. Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah,
dude.
so that's where Big Mo. Yo, actually, I creep on Little Mo these days. He's not little. He's taller than me now.
Damn.
This guy's
But no,
playing...
you're medium sized Mo, and he's Big Mo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a mass difference. Maybe not a height, but a mass difference. Actually,
Interesting.
Yo, y'all should check him out. His name is Mo Ali FC on Instagram. And I think Mo Ali FC, and he's been playing football with like top footballers from around the world.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like he goes and trains.
Not
with
slow
them
mo
now.
anymore.
No, absolutely not, man. He's living a dream life that he wanted. It's just he was an immigrant, so from I can't recall. I think he's from Morocco. I don't know, but the accent that he had was not the fastest accent, so he spoke slower.
Oh, okay.
So everyone was rude, man. We were nice. So we had
kids are ruthless, dude.
Yo, kids in Guelph, bro. I wonder what it's like. I was gonna say, I wonder what it's like in Windsor.
I was here in grade 6 though, so I don't know.
Wait, where did you live before it?
I was born in London, Ontario.
Oh shit, yeah. Just South End in general, eh?
Yeah.
Bro. Huh? No, hold up. You didn't have nicknames when you were younger?
Oh, yeah, I had Dill Pickle for my whole life, like from JK. It came with me to Windsor too.
Dill Pickle?
Yeah.
Like Tommy Pickles?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get that. But...
Shout out Rugrats.
Yeah, Tommy Dill. Yo, that's. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's
not horrible. I remember exactly like the guys who gave me the nickname first in like JK.
What happened?
These two twins. I was like, yo, these guys are so cool. I want to hang out with them. Like they were calling me Dill Pickle, and I was like, oh, cool, true. Caught on, it stuck.
Yo, so wait, did it stick with you like even when you moved?
Like people in Windsor, like when they came up with it, they thought they were being original. I was like, nah, like I had this since I was like a little boy.
Right. Did you not get? Yeah.
Dilly is another. I also has a really nickname. I think it's just kind of like shortening my name a little bit.
Dilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like saying Mo. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. And Dill, yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's it, really.
Yeah. Yeah, some people had like legitimate nicknames, like that was their name they wrote in school and stuff like that, like on tests. Like, I knew a guy, his name was Frosty.
What?
No, I'm not lying. Word of a lie. His name was Frosty. We called him I didn't actually know his name for the longest time. His name's actually James.
So he just went by his nickname, like it's on the attendance list as Frosty everything?
Yep, Frosty. Always. Even like substitute teachers swap in and be like, Frosty.
What? Damn.
I'm not joking.
Was that like in his legal name somewhere? Like...
I don't know. I honestly have no clue, but I think now, like when I see him on Facebook and stuff, it's now James again. I don't know what happened, but yeah,
there's this guy in my undergrad. I don't want to say specific names, but like he kept changing up his name so much. Like he came in with like it was like he had a like cultural names, like he changed it up to something like more like English sounding. And then after undergrad he switched it up back to the cultural name, and then he shortened that name up, and then he did something else with it. Like, dude, just pick one, man. Like, who are you? Yeah. I don't know who you are anymore.
I can't even find you anymore, bro. Actually, there was one guy I knew way back. His name was George. Okay, they always called him George. Okay, Curious George.
Shout out Curious George.
Shout out to Calvin, bro. But he was I can't even find him anymore. It's so hard to find people now, or find him, because he keeps changing his name. But his name was George for the longest time. And then afterwards, I'm trying to find him. That his name on Facebook was all of a sudden Andre.
What?
Okay, Andre. And then at one point, he changed again back to Valentine. I'm not, and this is like late undergrad, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with either of the names. His name, I thought that's a great name, great guy. But yeah, I might just change my Facebook name now too, bro.
What would you change it to?
Oh, me? Scoops, yo.
Scoops.
Chocolate.
Scoops Ahmed.
Yo, Scoop. No. My first name is gonna be
Scoops.
Yeah, exactly. My first name is gonna be Scoops. My second name is gonna be Chocolate Thunder. I'm gonna be a big ice cream, bro. That's what I am.
Big ice cream from Sudan.
Oh, melted.
Big scoops.
Big
scoops of Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, that's it. And then the whole page is gonna be called Motown. Yeah, I'm gonna hack your account and name your page Dill Pickle.
Good luck. Go for it.
Oh man. But yeah, what's new otherwise with you? Oh, I remember what I wanted to say earlier. So I was trying to say, yo man, being trapped at home, bro.
Yeah.
I said it before, I'm a homebody, right? But God, yo, I'm having trouble compartmentalizing my life now, because I sit in this like school, relationship, what I do for enjoyment, just relaxing, and even just wasting time. It's all being done in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I can't do any one of those things properly because I can't disconnect them from each other.
Damn.
Now I have a headache.
Yeah, it's tough when the environments are mixed and matching. I used to not study at home at all. I always went to like cafes, to the library, to the lounge. Like even the study rooms, like in our building, I would avoid studying in my apartment as much as possible.
Really?
Yeah, and now my only place to study is like in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to associate with like relaxing and decompressing.
Yeah.
Like when I go home, I get hit the bed and just chill.
Do you still feel like you can do it or not?
It's hard. Like I'm getting used to it now. Like I think we've been at this long enough that we got used to, like kind of at least, like studying at my desk over here and then switching to the bed and like I don't know. I kind of rotate between the bed and the desk.
Yeah. And so everybody knows Dilshan right now is lying on a bed. I can see his head lying on a black pillow.
Yeah.
That's black pillows probably makes it feel colder even though nothing's changed.
It just feels regular.
Yo, look at this, yo.
Nice.
Why does that look so nasty on the camera? It looks so stained. But in real life, it's not. The heck? Oh.
Stained, eh?
Yo. Makeup.
Oh, man. Yeah, I wish I had like some more exciting updates, dude. But honestly, not going on besides like the stuff I already been talking about, you know?
Yeah.
Usually my update for other people when they ask me what's new, I'm like, yo, I got this podcast on Tuesdays. Like that's like my unique thing. Like, and they're like, oh, dang, you got a podcast? That's so cool. I'm like, but like with you, I can't do that because like you're also in the podcast.
Man, we literally, I was thinking about this the other day. It's not just a podcast. Forget the podcast. I think we talk every single day on everything. Aside from podcast, studying. All right. Aside from studying, those Zoom parties. All right. Aside from Zoom party games, it's like what the heck? Anatomy.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Board games is fun though.
Yo, they are.
Board games is really fun. Or not? It's not even board games. It's just like games, but you know what I mean.
But yeah. The best ones, man. The lying stuff.
Yeah.
I was ripping on Sahana the other time. Yo, if you know me,
I know.
I'm a very aggressive player.
Yeah, he was so set on. He's like, like halfway through Spyfall, he's like, "Yeah, I know who it is. It's Sahana and Chloe." Like, it was obviously Chloe though. Like,
no,
that one was a given right away. But
that was fact. But Marcus was he wasn't even visible.
Mark,
bro.
Dude, I feel like even Chloe gave up. Like at a certain point, she's like, "All right, everybody knows it's me. I'm not even gonna try to defend myself anymore."
Oh man. But she knew at one point. Hey, by the way, actually, anybody, if you're listening, if you ever want to play games or something, hit us up. We do our best to get it going. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You froze for me.
I froze for myself, man. I froze mentally. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. What is this big thumbs up you sent to me?
They only have 2 emojis on this thing.
Yeah, it's not. It's dumb.
It's trash.
Yeah, but you know what? What's been really keeping me though lately? I guess kind of piquing my interest aside from things in general. There's a lot of that talk lately about all that COVID initiative stuff, eh?
Yeah.
And not to bring up.
We touched on a little bit in the last episode, or not last episode, the episode 5. We were talking about a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is.
A lot of people...
I keep talking over you.
No, you're not at all. Not at all. I don't feel like that. But no, it's been on top of a lot of the people's minds, right? Stressful situation, right? But it's, people are talking about it, and it's cool to see it. But it's wild because I get the feeling of, what is it? Inadequacy? No, like not even that. When seeing FOMO? People, yeah, exactly what I was saying earlier with FOMO. It's not that. Oh man, I just plugged my headphone up. Give me a moment here. But no,
you're cutting off me anyways. It's getting really choppy.
Okay, yo, why don't we just turn off our videos?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It was actually helpful, because normally without the videos, it's so easy to cut each other off. This way, I can actually gauge what's happening. No, but okay. On the one hand, I think a big part of it is the FOMO. That fear of missing out from, not missing out on helping, but missing out on sculpting yourself as a leader or a good candidate or student, whatever, down the road for CARMS, right? And CARMS plays such a big role in what we do, right? It's essentially the next big competition, to be honest, like, to put it bluntly. Right?
Yeah, for our listeners in Denmark and Netherlands or whoever may not be in the med world,
USA took over Australia, by the way.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, in terms of our viewers.
Yeah, respect. But yeah, just to explain, so CARMS is basically, like, after you get into med school, you do 4 years, and then you apply through CARMS, which is the Canadian something residency matching system. Or I think it's just that, actually, Canadian residency matching system. And it's what you do to apply to various specialties in medicine, like just the bare bones of it.
Oh my god, it is Canadian resident matching service. I was wondering what the A was.
It's a little A, that's why. I was trying to see what the A was, but it's like, it's the little A.
But yeah, so it's the next big competitive step, and we're so early in the stage that we don't know what the frick's going on, right? Like, we don't know what they're actually looking for. And we're literally, I also think we're literally coming off of the drive of getting into med school, which in and of itself was competitive, right? And I'll say this, and I don't, when I say this, I don't mean to sound like bougie, because I'm coming from a different program or whatever, but I came from a different, like, non-pre-med background, so I was, in my opinion, very fortunate not to have that toxicity in undergrad. I actually loved undergrad. I thought it was a lot of fun as a result.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt too busy or anything. But now I kind of see it in here, and it's like, it's hard to explain, but it's like, it's just like I think I gave you this analogy before. I'm like, I feel like I'm an immigrant child that came into like grade 12, and there's like school politics, but I really don't care, or I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, I see it and I'm like, man, please relax. It's making me stressed out, and I don't even know what to stress out about. I'm confused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also, you never gave me that analogy before. This is the first time I heard that one.
Yeah, I probably dreamt about saying this to you.
You're dreaming about me, eh?
But like, yo, what do you think my pillow is messed up?
I feel that though. Like, I feel like for me personally, I don't feel as much of that pressure from seeing other people. I think maybe that's like an individual thing. Like, I've developed this mindset where I just stay in my own lane, do my own thing, and get to my whatever my goals are in my own way, and then it's not really affected by what other people do. So that's for me personally, but I do also see that side. It like inadvertently, and not to take away from people who are doing any of these things, like it's helping out a lot, especially like those PPE things. Like, it's really helpful, but I think at the same time, there's the potential to create this additional expectation of us.
Yeah, you there?
Yep. I sorry, I just finished. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was such an abrupt.
It sounded like I was gonna say. Yeah. I don't know.
It felt like you just fully cut. No. Okay, you know what? No, and onto that, added. There was a point. It was like, it sucks because like there's a lot of people doing good things, and they intend to do good things, and that's what they're saying. That's awesome. I'm not hating on that at all. In my like, I personally don't have this stress myself, to be honest. Like, I was just saying as a kind of analogy, I feel like an outsider looking in on this topic, which is weird because I'm actually inside of it, right? But that probably because I have no clue what I want to do in the future. But like, there's a lot of good coming out of this. A lot of people are doing things that they want to do, or they want to help, or we all have different ways of doing things. But it is exactly that. It's because the system is so competitive. I can totally see why people feel, I guess some group of people could feel a sense of inadequacy for not doing things. But then there's also people that are jaded from the competition itself, that I think view it as they have trouble necessarily or trouble believing that a lot of people's actions are real or genuine, because they want to do it. It feels like, no, we're all in this competition. Obviously you're doing it for the competition, if that makes sense. Right. And that mentality, like, I totally appreciate where it's coming from, but it sucks. I do think it is a systemic issue in and of itself. Like, the system is making us feel pitted against each other. It takes away from us working with each other, right?
Yeah, and it's no one's fault, and like, it's hard, man. Like, on the one hand, people would like probably feel that extra pressure from seeing on the media articles and like the social media attention or whatever the case may be for some of these initiatives, but then at the same time, like, why are we like assuming the worst in our peers, or assuming that their motives are disingenuous? Like, but yeah, to some extent, like, maybe there's some people who are like that, but there's also people who are probably doing this because they want to help, and like they want something, they want to do something like meaningful, and like maybe that's their way of doing it. There's a lot of, you could see both sides of the coin very easily, and quite frankly, for me, like, I don't exactly know where I stand.
Question, honestly, have you ever looked at any of these campaigns and thought, what like, man, why are you rubbing it in, or all right, yeah, you go ahead, do that for karms. Like, you ever thought about something like that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
then
like,
at the same time, it's like, oh, why am I thinking this?
yeah, I actually want to unpack that. Where's that coming from you? Like, where do you think that came from?
I think it's what you were saying before, man. It's a culture thing, and like for like I think even like through my undergrad and everything too, like there's always been this competition, and there's always been this toxicity for medicine, and I think that makes you look at everything with a skeptical eye, and kind of what we were talking about on episode 5 about like your opportunities. Like, remember that the conversation about, you know, are these really opportunities, or is there something else here, you know?
Oh, I think opportunities, that was bullshit. That's a whole nother talk.
Yeah, well, no, but it's the same idea. Like, we have this like kind of skeptical eye towards everything, because you know, a lot of us are thinking about the same stuff. We all have similar goals, and it's very easy to see some of these things like, oh, you're just padding the resume or the CV or the OMSAS or the Karms portal, whatever it is. But I have had those thoughts before, for sure. You know, when they follow me on social media, like I get all these notifications from various different initiatives, like, oh my god, another one, or like I don't know. It can be a bit much sometimes for me personally, but at the same time I have to also think, like, why do I have that reaction? So like I'm trying to like have that internal debate in my head, you know?
Yeah. And like I've definitely felt that thought too, where it's like, ugh, right? Because I know myself, I'm a little bit jaded, to be honest, about like when it comes to, you know, people doing initiatives and whatnot. Like, I get that. I totally get that. That's I'd be lying if I didn't say I thought that, right? Now, I don't have any actual ill will for anybody. In fact, like, I think, again, I still think it's awesome what people are doing. It's just an initial thought, and I think that really does come from for me, I think it comes from a place of actual fear, to be honest. Because, like, or not fear. How do I break it? I'll say this. Okay, I personally follow this motto in my life, where I kind of just do the things that I like doing, right?
Yeah.
And I find that it gets me where it's supposed to get me, if that makes sense. Like, as long as I work hard doing what I enjoy doing, I'll get where I need to go.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel like I got into medicine. I just did the things I wanted to do. You know, I was interested in, you know, in chemistry. I did it. You know, that was cool. But then eventually I didn't like certain aspects of it, but at certain aspects I like, hey, what has that medicine? Oh my god, let's hope to God I can make it in. And then, you know, I made it in based off of what I've done. And like, I've been blessed so far that's been the case, right? And I still feel like, you know, that's probably how my life would be. But I do have that fear down the road, that, because I'll say this, and I hope this can be articulated properly. But I have this fear that down the road, you know, these actions that I'm doing that are, like, to me genuine, that I'm doing, like, you know, this podcast and stuff, down the road, you know, it's going to turn out someone might beat me to something that I want to do, right?
Yeah.
Because they just did all this extra work that let's say I could have done too, but I just necessarily didn't want to do. And it now increases the sense of competition and drive for no reason. And that, to me, is when I see people doing things for no reason just to get the little edge on someone else. That's what makes me a little bit peeved, annoyed, jaded, whatever you want to say. Right?
Yeah.
But it's weird, because I think it's the first reaction is to me is that emotional reaction that kind of like that hits at the level of annoyance and slash fear there, right? Because I think that's just a natural, drive. Kind of like the first thing you do, like let's say you hear a noise or in the middle of the night, you feel that fear, you kind of act on the fear first before you actually jump into rationally thinking about it. Yeah. And I think that's kind of what's happened in my head when I think like that. And then afterwards I think, nah, you know what, man? They're just doing their thing. It doesn't even matter if they are doing it for a weird, like whatever reason. It really doesn't matter. Down the road, they're just doing,
Exactly.
Like it honestly does not matter in the end. Let them do what they want to do. It's their life. That's in the end, are they happy with what they did? It's not affecting me. Because I truly think down the road when it comes down to harms or whatever, it's just you being a good person. You've lived the life that you want to live, and hopefully you can show to them that, why you'd be a good someone to work with or someone to learn as a good learner or as a good doctor in that field, right? I think that's where that really comes down to in the end. Yeah. So that was a very long-winded answer, but I was just trying to explore as much as.
I feel the same way, man. Like, sorry, I just had a thought, like I kind of lost it, but it'll come back.
Oh no, it's gonna come back in the shower, man. No, that's the worst, man. When you're fighting with somebody, and you're like, or not fighting, but like someone says something smart, right? And then and then you can't think of a rebuttal in that moment, or you can't think of a diss back or whatever, and then you kind of sulk on it. Then you go home, you start taking a shower, and then you think, oh my god, I could have totally said this. It's always in the shower.
The bathroom is a magical place, man. Honestly.
Bruh.
I have some revelations in the bathroom, bro.
This is amazing.
Exactly. Literally.
Yeah, and the crazy part though is you always forget it the moment you leave.
It's what happens in the bathroom stays in the bathroom,
Hey.
Oh yes, Daddy.
you just leave all your shit in there,
Yeah, I wish it didn't, man. I'd be a millionaire. Oh my god. You're disgusting.
Yeah, no, I think the point I was gonna say was that, like, back in my undergrad, I keep referring to that because I had so much personal and professional whatever growth from those 4 years. But
your undergrad was a pre-med undergrad, right?
No, that's the thing. It's not supposed to be, but because of the culture of the program, like everybody thinks it is, that it develops this toxicity in the program, and like people, like it's really it leads to like so many like really bad mental health issues, and like even the faculty like host events specifically to address like this toxic culture. It's always a topic of people's like reflections and artistic expressions and stuff. Like it's pretty bad if you're around the wrong people, especially. Like, but yeah, I was gonna say, like, I learned going through that undergrad to not like to. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect at it, but I stay in my own lane as best as possible, and like I really believe in doing the things that you're passionate about and the things that you like, and that being enough. And I never want to do something just for the purpose of an application. If I want it to be something that I truly enjoy and feel some kind of fulfillment or something out of it, And yeah, and for me too, like even at like the first day coming to the program, like for that specific program, everybody around you, they have like 98, 99, 100% averages.
Oh my god.
And then I'm there with my like it doesn't like low to mid 90 whatever, which is just good. It's a very good mark for high school average. But you see the people around you, like right off the jump, everybody's like better than you around,
Yeah.
And then my friends are very impressive, a lot of them getting to med in third year and like skipping grades, and I had a lot of impressive friends. And then just I learned to kind of just stop comparing myself to them, because I was doing that initially. I was like, oh, my 94 isn't good enough. These people have like this average. And like, oh my god, I was telling Sahana the other day too, like literally in my res, there's this person in a different program who had applied and got rejected from mine, and they're asking me like, hey, what was your average? And then I told them, oh, like 94 or whatever. And then they're like, oh, what the hell? Mine was 94. How did you get in? I'm like, girl.
What?
Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I wrote a good essay. I don't know. But like, why are you hating?
Yeah.
There's already that's kind of the negative views that you get from people, or that I got from people outside of the program. Like, it's right off the jump. Is kind of, you're questioning your place there. You're questioning your worth.
Yeah.
And I had to learn to like really value, like believe in myself that I deserve to be there.
Yeah.
And stop comparing myself to my really impressive friends. And then like, you know what, I'm doing some like cool stuff too. Like, yeah, I got rejected from med school, but you know, I'm still doing some cool things. I'm enjoying myself. And yeah, it took a few tries, but you know, I'm here now, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I took a different route. I talked about it with Andrew too. Like, you know, we both went that grad school route. We did something different. It took longer, but we got some good experiences out of it. And I think it's really important to trust the journey and believe in yourself and try to get to a place where you feel like worthy, like you deserve to be here. And like, I still struggle with it, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I've come a long way.
Man, so I'm actually curious, based off what you just said here. Oh god, the point just completely left my mind. Oh no, that's such a good question.
What's happened to us today?
Oh no, I don't know what's going on, bro. I actually like was legit, unless like I cut you off, I would have been able to, but I can't remember now, bro. Hold up,
we're two goldfish out here.
Yeah, we're oh my god.
Throw on that Beetlejuice.
I was actually looking for it, but I can't remember where I put that too, bro. Yo, what's wrong with me? There it is.
Spell red.
Red.
But
L-S-T-E-R.
but
you're
like,
garbage. You'll never get it.
But no, it's like, well, okay. One thing I really actually want to say that, God, I don't know where my head is today. I have a headache, in fact. But
oh no.
Yeah, but what's it called? No, one thing is, it's the journey. The journey is really what we're doing. We're always living the journey. Like, that's another aspect. Is like, we still gotta remember we're in the journey, right? The journey is,
yeah,
all in all, what we like. Everything that happened in the past will become memory, and things that are in the future, you don't know what's gonna be anyways. It's the journey that's really the key part. And like, man, it's gonna be tough. Like, I really want this to be the period where we're enjoying our time. I'm enjoying it. I know I'm having a lot of fun, but I know there's that anxiety in the air that people feel. I can feel, obviously, too, right? But like, I don't know. I think we were fortunate in honestly failing so many times.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
A lot of people failed to get, like, I'm not saying, I'm just saying for some people that this may help, right? It's like, we failed so many times. That sense of like, and it's not even just med school, it's literally everything. Failed in sports, failed in this. Man, I remember like getting kicked off of off the basketball team way back in grade 7. That shit hurt to this day. But like, those feelings right there, it's like it like, it's hard to, it makes you more aware of the moment than what could be happening, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of like, you know what, man, F it, I failed. So what? What's next? I'll just keep doing whatever is happening. I'll just keep doing me. I'll keep enjoying the next step. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, like, makes sense, because like, I'd always tell myself to this, or like when people would, like friends or like younger year, like buddies or whatever, they'd message like really upset about med school or whatever program or goal they had that they didn't accomplish. I'm like, med school's not going anywhere. This thing's not going anywhere. You can do it. And if you really want it, like, you try again. And if it doesn't go well, you can try again. And it's always going to be there. And it's just a matter of, like, do you want this? And yeah, if you really want it, then keep going. Don't give up.
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe I have a weird mindset on this too, because like, I don't know if you guys saw my Humans of 2T3 post, which shout out to Grace and Misha. Yeah. That Humans of 2T3 is awesome Facebook group, blog. I don't actually know what to call it exactly. It's really cool. They're really cool people to talk to. There's a lot of fun. But I like, there was one thing I said, like, I don't know about you, Dilshan, but for me, it's like, I honestly don't care too much what I do down the road, to be honest, in terms of work. I feel like it's always going to be work. It's just it's like, am I enjoying the process now that got me there? If that's the question, like, that's how I feel. So like, maybe that's why I don't feel too bogged down with this. I don't know, like how do you take, like, do you really worry about what you're going to be down the road?
So from your post, what I really liked about it is like it spoke to you being like a family man, which is something that I think you and I have had conversations about before. Like, family is everything. Basically, guys, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. He in a nutshell, he's saying that regardless of what, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I took from it was, regardless of what you're doing, as long as your family is proud of you, then you're on the right path, because your family is everything.
Yeah, it's both family and myself included. Like, I include myself in the family. Man, I hope that post wasn't. I was trying to be as like, I'm just being candid, right? That's the whole point of Humans 2T3. I'm so nervous that like that candidness down the road though, someone will look at me like, oh, so you don't actually care about work. No, that was not my point at all. It's like, no, I work hard. It was just, this is not my, like, nope. You know what? I'd love to ask, do you have a, like, I hate this question personally because I know my answer. Do you have a passion for anything? No, like, genuinely, do you feel like you're passionate about anything? I'm curious.
So there's a lot of ways I could answer this. I think all of my quote unquote passions that I would say, like, on the surface level, so like, like medicine or music or poetry or like all of those things that I do, this podcast, like I would call those passions, like, on the one hand, but I think underlying all of those things is like a true passion or true purpose or vision within myself to connect with people and to help people and to express myself and connect with people on like an emotional level. So I think that's what all of these things are about, like, as a doctor, like, I want to form relationships with my patients. I want to, like, be that person and see them progress through their health and be that, like, confidant for them, or whatever the case may be, depending on the specialty I go into. For this podcast, look at us, like, we're having this, like, deep, like, substantial conversation. We get to know our peers. We're connecting with people. Music and poetry, or more broadly the arts, it's literally like, when I'm doing it, it's me expressing my emotions or things that I'm going through, or whatever the case may be, into that art form. And then when I share that with people, they're getting that glimpse of me. And then, sometimes I'll have people be like, this poem, like, it hit me, like, I felt that because of this life experience that I went through. And like, that's kind of what it is for me on a deeper level. So for your question, I guess on a very, very deeper level, my passion is to connect with people and to help people. and then it's expressed through those other things, through my work or through my arts or through my hobbies and through my relationships.
No, actually, I really appreciate that answer, because first of all, for a lot of people that actually don't know Dilshan very well, I'll say this right now, that is Dilshan to a T. He's someone. No, I know you love helping out. Like, I know, like, that's genuinely what you want to do. And let's see if I get this right. But you like to connect at a very personal level.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what drives you to do things. Or
yeah,
like I've seen you reach out to help people, and that's amazing. And like, I think that's how we even really, got close. Just that like candidness, that openness to want to listen, if that makes sense. Right? And I don't know about if it's even helping, but I feel like you just like to listen. You like to understand people, right? Is that right? Or
yeah, that's the connection piece. I do like to, if I can help, I do, or I want to, but yeah, there's kind of those two things. And then I run into problems sometimes when it's something that I can't help with. So, like if it's for example, I'm just thinking about like mental health. You can't really like help per se,
Yeah.
But then in me, I'm like, oh no, I want to help. I want to fix this. I want to say the right thing that helps them feel better. Or I want to like do the right thing that like brings them out of this hole.
Yeah.
But you can't always do that, and that's kind of where that passion leads me into some trouble, because then I feel like a little bad about it. I feel like I didn't live up to my purpose, or I didn't do enough, or I didn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
Even though that's not true.
Yeah. No, that's a very tough situation to be in, right? Like, again, that there's a saying, well, the best thing you could do is just listen sometimes. But like,
yeah.
Or and like, you want to help, I should do this, as you're saying, but like what is helpful to you is not helpful to them. Or some people don't actually like the just listening part. Some people want you to give some information, but you don't know what the information for them would be useful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah,
that is tough, but I think you navigate usually very well, man.
Really?
Yeah. I do.
Thanks, dude.
Bro, this guy's gonna have a ukulele in his office one day.
Yo, legit, that is something I think about, for like, maybe not ukulele, but like I would love to like incorporate the arts into my like medical practice. Like,
bro,
I don't know how. Anybody
comes into the office, just play this.
Oh my god, that's the college is gonna show up so fast, bro.
Well, then you ask them, how do you know what that soundtrack is, huh?
And then they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'll be like, why the fuck you like? I don't have the soundboard.
I was on a whole different page. That'll come up later. Don't worry.
But yeah, like, I think that's truly my passion. Like, I've been reflecting on that too, because like, when you go to medicine, like the question you prepare for, right, is like, oh, why medicine? And like, ironically, we want this career, but that's one of the hardest questions to answer. And I like, before like applying or whatever, like even during the application process, interview prep, like for a long time, I reflected, what are my passions? Like, why do I want this career? I'm chasing it for a really long time. Why do I want this? And I think through like lots and lots of self-reflection, and that's one of the things my undergrad was good for too, is to bring it back to that. Like, we did so many reflections. I think it really helped me, like, maybe not those exact reflections all the time were helpful, but like the process of doing that taught me the value of reflecting within myself, and like introspecting and questioning my thoughts and actions and all of those things. And I think I got to know myself a lot better over time as to like what my passions were and like my motivations for certain things. And it really boiled down to that, I think, like that connection aspect and the desire to help people. And that's kind of what drives me to do everything that I do.
That's you know what? There's nothing that is not contradictory, but like
there's nothing wrong with what you just said.
No, Dr. Phil. I gotta find that one again. But no, everything you just said is truly, like, that's truly you. I know that is Dilshan to a T. Sometimes I hear that, and like sometimes like when I ask people like passion and whatnot, I can sense there's a level of like hiding the true, or maybe not hiding, maybe just not knowing, but hiding or not sharing the true underlying feeling behind it, or the thought, because there's like still wanting to get a certain persona out, if that makes sense. Right? Like I'll say right now, like when I really get down to it too, I think one of the things that really does drive me, really drives me, is very similar to what you have. I like to get to know people at a very, very personal level. I don't know what it is. That's just what I truly enjoy. I could sit there and listen to someone for hours if I feel the person's being honest with me.
Exactly.
Right? If a person can really open up, I don't know what it is. It's not a vulnerability, because I like sharing myself too, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Which
is why I think we do this podcast, and I think that's why we're both interested in this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like there's... And that's why I was actually really happy with the Humans at 2T3, because it's the exact same thing. We all have these thoughts, we all have these feelings, we all have this whatever, right? It's like nothing is wrong with the way you think. Maybe there are some thought processes that could be harmful to certain people or whatever, but like, again, we all have these thought processes, and we just have to follow through with them and talk about them and see what comes out of it, right? Like, usually the motive underneath is not an ill motive. I like to get to know where people come from, or where people are coming from, what people enjoy. Like, I love getting to know what people's favorite songs are, for example, just for that reason. Am I going to listen to the song fully? Maybe not. I'll listen to parts of it, but like, I feel like I'm getting to see into your world.
Yeah. And like, why are you, like, what makes you like that song? What makes you connect with it? As we were saying last time too with Andrew, like, music is like a way to connect with people. And, like, you know, you feel a certain level of connection with the music that you love, and when you share that with people, and like we talked about that too, like when people kind of like, oh, this is trash, it, like a little part of you is like, oh no,
it chips at you. Yeah, it's like...
I think that's just why though, like, we have that connection, and like, music is a way to connect with people on a different level.
Exactly. And those are the conversations I truly enjoy having with people. It's just like that. Get it? But you know, it's hard, especially for some people. It's really hard, right? But also, sometimes you gotta be ready for it. Like, sometimes I'm not ready, and oh man, sometimes I'm just kind of in my own world, and I don't want to, you know, have a real deep talk. Sometimes I just don't want that at the moment. But when that happens, sometimes that's rough, because it's like, oh man, I normally would like this, but just at this moment, I'm not ready. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. But I think you have to be in the right headspace, and it's a balance too. Like, we can't be like, oh, deep, serious, substantial, cerebral talks all the time. Like, you have to have some like laughs and
actually. No, and the laughs I find is a really important part. I feel like that's a really important thing to getting to know somebody, to be honest. I love the laughs. I feel like
that's something that drives. I feel like you like to make people laugh.
I do. I love making people laugh, because I feel like if I can make you laugh, you're not that we're in agreement on something, but we both can see the humor in something together. Like, we're connecting.
It's just like music. It's another music thing. Like,
exactly.
Like, if you're connecting with people through humor, that's like connecting with a certain part of them.
Right. And I think there's also a level of validation to it too, to be honest. I think, like, by getting someone else to laugh, I feel like my thought is validated, if that even makes sense.
Yeah. I feel the same way with humor, and like, back to music again. I feel the same way. Like, if you like what I'm putting out, then it's validating. And same with like the poetry. It's really validating when people like toss a like, or they say, "Yo, this is sick," or whatever. It feels good.
Yeah, it does. And actually, going on the humor bit, if I was thinking, I think Andrew said it too, and I know a couple other people. If I could have any one dream job, I think, like, obviously I have to be talented for this, but being a comedian, oh my god, that would be amazing. Just
yeah.
And I'm talking about a successful comedian. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about not.
That's some of that.
Obviously, when it comes out to it, you're talking about your dream job. You're talking about a successful version of that dream job, not the rough and tough.
Yeah, not the cats and
not the stuff in the middle. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's just like seeing people connect with you, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, you can also say what you want to say.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Like that. Huh?
That's the one environment where you can like say whatever you want, but it's okay because it's like packaged with it. Like to an extent, like obviously there's still people who like we know of comedians who still had like scandals or whatever, but there's a lot of like you could say a lot of things in the context of a comedy act.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, comedy, I find, for whatever reason, they do a very good job. I think it's because it's humorous. I think it's because people can connect, and then, you know, it's like can see points that are otherwise inflammatory. They're finding some sort of common ground that they say, whoa, you know what, this is kind of ridiculous, and then laugh at it.
Yeah.
Right. And because people are going in with a good mood in general, it's one of the fields that like it can talk freely against the outrage culture.
Yes.
And that's another thing is I think what I like about getting to know people is that there is outrage culture, and I'm not saying any one group of people, a lot of different groups, right? With outrage culture, that it's like, I think getting to know where people are coming from, I find it really interesting, where you can see then what causes this outrage. I love getting to know, okay, but why? Where is this anger coming from? Where is that? Why are you hating on this? Or where is what is causing this emotional response? That's really. And then when you get that, is you get down again to that weird, deep, human, personal level, and you find a lot of information. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I'll tell people this too. Like, I don't like small talk. I just want to get right to the deep stuff, or to those like really interesting bits, or those little like, oh, like why is this a thing that you feel or do or whatever. And I think it's a great way to get to know people and connect.
Yeah. Hey, and even like getting deep doesn't mean just like, so well, like, but really, what does it make you feel? No, it can even be like funny things that like you just normally don't share.
Yeah.
like hey.
Yeah, like stories, like, sorry, go on.
No, like I'm not a foot guy personally, but like sometimes conversation get into one person saying, "Yo, what are you talking about? I like feet," and then you like laugh at them and you laugh at each other, and then you get to go. Those are also personable and they're funny.
Yeah,
no one's actually laughing at you, like judging you as any lower of a person. It's hilarious. And no, on the record, I am not a foot person. I'm just saying that right. If I was, I'd say here, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me a story though. Like, give me some. Give me that.
Nah, I can't, because I'll incriminate somebody.
Oh, don't do that.
But
you know, I mean, like, actually, no. You gave us a story.
I gave you guys a story last time. Yeah, the story. Yeah. I didn't just give you a story. I freaking wrapped it.
That's like low key, like hiding it though, because we gotta unpack the bars. Gotta go on genius.com and dissect that stuff.
Yo, let me go write a Genius account right now and just type up.
Just post. Oh my god.
Oh man. But yeah, no, that really is what that is. How the hell did we get to this? All the way from talking about competition
initiatives. Yeah, I don't know, just roll with it. That's what we do on Shoot the Ship. You know, you just shoot the ship.
But hey, I'm genuinely serious. Was that you or was that me?
It was you.
That was like a Discord song. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Okay, I don't have any Discord open. Anyways, whatever. No, I was gonna say, bro, my mind is not working today. Yo, fully
best.
Yo, fully, my mind is gone. No, I was fudge me. Oh yeah, listen, if you're people that are actually interested in this topics and whatnot, I love talking about this. I actually like anything I'm saying. Again, I'm saying this is just how I view it. Could be wrong, right? Anything that Dilshan is saying, just how he views it. Could be wrong, right? It's views of thought, and I'd love to have this talk with other people. I can't wait for the day where I say something that is different enough that people are like, yo, F you, bro.
You want that though?
I love that, man.
What if it's in disagreement with the college?
What do you mean disagreement with the college?
Like, what if the people are saying, yo, what the heck? Like, this is reps from the college, and they're like, yeah, you can't be a doctor anymore.
What, just because I have a thought on something? Bro, it's not going to be something slanderous, like...
That's what I was saying. That's like, what if
no,
it's like...
No. It's not going to... No, even then, what's wrong with that? Hey, that's my thought. What do you think? I can't wait for that day, except that's probably never going to happen. Shit.
I mean, I hope that's not a day that you have where your license is in jeopardy. But...
Bruh. That's a day where I come here anonymous with like a random voice, pretend myself to be Calvin.
Calvin, bro.
And be
I gotta do Calvin like that.
Yeah, be swapping between me and Calvin, and be like, hey, so Calvin, what do you think about X, Y, and Z?
Why you gotta do Calvin like that, man? Like, he's done nothing but help the podcast.
Shout out to Calvin, but Calvin, you're gonna be my scapegoat, bro. Calvin's gonna be the one on here. I'll be like, yo, F this, blah, 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 like some crazy things. And then I'll be like, oh, no, Calvin, you're wrong. I disagree with you.
Yo, the day Calvin gets on the podcast, man, that would be legendary.
Yeah, why don't we just get Justice on the podcast and pretend he has another, like, just change his voice a little bit. Yeah, it's Walmart Calvin, bro.
Oh no!
It's bootleg Kelvin.
No, we should get actual Kelvin if that's possible.
Yeah, one day. That'd actually be cool. We'll ask him, be like, yo, so how much? What kind of shit did Justice get into back in the day? I know this guy.
Yes. you know, he has some stories.
Oh, yeah,
so there's some skeletons in that closet.
Injustice and Gweezy. Yeah, that joke had a surprisingly good reception, but I thought it was the dumbest thing I ever said.
Yeah, I was like, yo, it was funny in the moment, but I was like, I didn't think it'd be that, like, the thing people remember.
Bro, I thought, when I said it, I was like, why the hell did I say that shit? That was so dumb. That was one of those things where I was back in the shower, I was like, oh my god, why'd you say that?
Yeah, people liked it.
So,
you want to take it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, sick outro, bro.
Hey, everybody, thanks for...
when you said here, I really felt that.
Let's get... Oh my god. Let's go. That's good. All right. Give me... I mean, thanks for listening, and that was one of the, more chill episodes. One more... I guess, what would you say? Introspective, Dilshan?
Yeah, if you got to know each other, you got to know ourselves. People got to know us.
Yeah. And, probably not the most exciting episode, but, we need one of these every once in a while, too, right? That's typically how we're going to be doing it, right? We're going to be, like, having one guest where we just have fun, get to know them, be loud, be proud, go crazy, but then the other episodes are, like, these in between, right? We're kind of...
I guess so, yes. That's how it's been so far, yeah.
This is the this is the cream between the Oreo cookie bits.
What?
Wait, that's not a good analogy. I can't think of a good one.
I lost my train of thought. We're not on a trade. We're on a ship,
and that ship
has sailed.
Has sailed.
What do we do? What's happening?
Yo, this is a horrible outro. But everyone, thanks for listening. Next week we've got Katie Wilkins, right?
Yep. Shout out Katie.
Shout out to Katie. Yo, Katie is a gem. Katie is a blast. I freaking love Katie. Katie's actually one of the first friends I made at U of T. And we had one of those super fun talks in the back of a bus that led to being good friends. Dilshan, I don't think you really have talked to Katie all that much, have you?
Not too much. A lot of it is through you, mostly. So
yeah, she's actually one of the. She is one of the kindest people I've met. She's super cool. She's super down to earth. She's very opinionated, which is awesome. No, she's just a good person. Like, she's one of those people that are just good genuinely good people. And man, I'm telling you right now, is she smart? Oh, she has a brain, and she's one of those people that are very smart, but like doesn't brag it or doesn't make you feel less or doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
So I have a lot of respect and reverence for her. If reverence is even the right English word.
Yo, save some for the next episode, dude.
All right, we'll save it for the next episode.
Shout out to Katie.
Shout out to Katie.
Looking forward to next episode. If you made it to the end, send us a message or comments on our posts with the monkey emoji.
Oh, with the monkey emoji. By the way, I'm just gonna say it right now. Nope, I'll say it next week.
Oh,
so
my
leave
God.
it on a cliffhanger.
Man's baiting me.
Whoa, man's what?
Baiting me.
Baiting you? What is it?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Oh my God. There's no better place to end it than Caillou.
All right.
That,
so, the ship.
we're off. The ship is.
Hold on. We should do it one word at a time, yo. The ship
has sailed.
God, you suck.
Wait, what? What?
All right, Abby, goodbye. And let's roll out the outro music.
Oh, man.
I don't want to be alone tonight.
Hey, Adosha?
It's pretty clear that I'm not over you. I'm still thinking about the things you do. So I don't want to be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Can you light the fire? I need somebody who can take control. I know exactly what I need to do, 'cause I don't want to be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I need somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I need somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
Wasn't even going out tonight, but boy, I need to get you off my mind. I know exactly what I have to do, and I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I'm somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger.
Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger. dancing, yeah. Oh. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger.
And I'm dancing,
dancing with a stranger.
and I'm dancing
with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
Shout out to Calvin.